David Wethe, you're on the ground. What do you see?
Seeing a lot of wind blowing up right now. No rain yet. Pretty cloudy skies, so it looks like it's imminent, but so far still staying dry. And as I talk to farmers, they're still trying to get last-minute preparations in, using today all they can before the rain hits, trying to get the corn harvested and trying to get their pigs moved to higher ground.
So, Shunondo, you're the meteorologist. How bad could this storm be, considering that it's been downgraded to Category 2?
Yeah, despite being downgraded to a Category 2, Florence is still a very, very dangerous storm, and it's an extremely serious situation. What's been happening over the last 24 to 48 hours is that storm center, the eye of the hurricane, as a lot of people know it, has been kind of breaking apart, and then it regenerates and then breaks apart again. And what this means is that these bands of rain, they spread out more and more. And the other thing here is that Florence has slowed down quite a bit. Right now it's moving, in a due west kind of direction, about 10 miles an hour, which is quite slow for a storm. But this is a huge storm. It's moving very slowly. It's going to dump a lot of rain, 25 to 30 inches in some cases.
What are the chances it veers off course as of now?
Well, we have seen the models kind of wobbling a little bit back and forth with Florence's trajectory. At this point, it's very close. We're approaching the 11th hour here in terms of its landfall. If anything, we could see it slow down even a little further, pushing that landfall timing back from tomorrow morning to maybe into tomorrow afternoon. But after that, once it heads inland, it's pretty much going to head west and then just go straight up to the north.
David Wethe, you were talking about sort of what preparations some farmers are taking on the ground. There are a ton of commodities that are exposed. I mean, everything from hogs to sweet potatoes, solar, gas, peanuts, tobacco, you name it, it's going to be affected. What's the biggest crop risk that you've seen so far on the ground?
I guess it's got to be, as far as the risk goes, got to be the tobacco, because you don't have the power to run the barns to cure the tobacco. So even if you've picked all the tobacco leaves from the field, it still takes more time for it to cure. So I'm hearing that's kind of a big risk. The grapes that are exposed in the air, it'll get hit a lot from the wind. And I heard one farmer tell me that a lot of the crops that are still in the ground, soybeans and things like that are still underground, they're okay. But then the big concern is flooding. So if you get too much flooding where the system hovers over for 2 days straight and dumps a lot of rain, it could flood the crops underground. So that's also a big concern.
And not only the crops, but hogs then at great risk, especially if you look at, say, waste and what that could mean for that environment. Walk me through what the hog farmers are having to do in preparation.
Absolutely, yeah. So not only are you just trying to get the pigs to a little bit higher ground, a little bit better safety for them, but then you've got these pig waste lagoons that, as a matter of normal procedure, they put the waste from the pigs in these man-made earthen pits that they're lined. One farmer tells me he thinks maybe they're about 25% empty to take on rain, maybe equate that to about 25 inches, we've heard the state say. But we're hearing that there could be as much as 40 inches of rain. So the numbers may not add up, and it looks like there was a possibility of some spillage of all this pig waste out into the water bodies and just into the land itself.